This is an anti-NaruSaku rant. There will be other pairings mentioned, and those pairings will be SasuSaku and NaruHina, as I support them, and in this rant I will be defending these two pairings. Most of this stems from discussions I've had on forums with NaruSaku fans, and needless to say, the NaruSaku fandom hasn't exactly enticed me to like their pairing. Here I go. This is my view as a reader and nothing more. I don't claim my point of view to be law. There have been claims that Naruto has decided to make Sakura one of his main goals, i.e. getting together with her, but I do not recall reading anything of the sort. NaruSaku fans are always going on about this, and I have yet to see any proof of this. They would do well to provide concrete evidence to back that claim up, but they never do. Naruto said, "That's Sakura, a cute girl I like. I will protect Sakura-chan. Through pain and suffering, I just want to see her smile." Well, that's a paraphrase anyway. And then Sai says to him, "Have you told her your feelings yet?" And his reply is, "How can I? I can't even keep my promises." So apparently that's evidence. Ha! Far from it. You'd do well to know that in that flashback, when Sai asks him whether he's told Sakura about his feelings, that happened before the pain invasion. And of course, Hinata hadn't confessed yet. So you can go on and on about his feelings for Sakura, but to be honest, he hasn't acted upon them. So all you're doing is speculating at this moment in time. That other claim that people make about Sakura beginning to reciprocate his feelings, again, where does that come from? It's just speculation. Until Sakura comes out and says, "I love you, Naruto," and key word is genuine, that's it, genuine about it, then her feelings lie somewhere else. That's just interpretation, okay? I'm sick of NaruSaku fans going around and parading their facts like it's law, because it isn't. She said she loved Naruto, but Naruto didn't believe her. I mean, just look at this quote. What did you say, Sakura? Did I hear you right? Maybe say it again? Quit it, Sakura! This joke is not funny! What's happened to you, Sakura? You just start liking me? But it's just weird! You came all the way here just to say this to me? And she didn't even believe her own confession either, implied by a statement that she was lying to herself. So her attempt fell flat. So where is all this evidence that he wants to make Sakura his? There isn't any. Naruto would have said so plainly, but he has never done that, and he hasn't even implied it either. All I see is just evidence of his crush, and how he wants to make her happy and protect her. Nothing more. Stuff that a friend would do. And they're close friends anyway, so it makes sense. So what's all this about him wanting to make her his again? Come on, show me some solid evidence of that goal. Oh yeah, there isn't any. He nearly always states his goals clearly, especially when it comes to things like becoming Hokage and getting Sasuke back. That's been increasingly enforced throughout the series. As for being Sakura's boyfriend, no. It's implied in a flashback that he may tell Sakura how he feels once he's able to keep his promises, i.e. bring Sasuke home. Note that the flashback was before Hinata confessed, and before Sakura was told of his feelings by Sai, including her own subsequent confession. Hence this presents the possibility that Naruto may not tell her, as she is already aware of how he feels. Although Naruto is probably not aware that Sai did the job for him, but it's still not the right way to go about it if you ask me, as third-party love confessions aren't as good as hearing it from the horse's mouth. Kishimoto could have had the man do it himself, but he didn't. I never said anything about Naruto not having feelings for her anymore, but looking at how things are, it seems that he's either disregarding his own feelings for her, doesn't feel that way anymore, or has just pushed them away. However, whether or not he still loves her like many NaruSaku fans believe, the fact remains that he didn't believe or accept her confession. He thought that her falling in love with him was out of the blue, and was shocked that she was saying that "I love you" in the first place. His expression clearly conveys this, as well as his request for her to repeat the phrase. He also knew that there was something afoot, because he found it odd that Sakura would journey all the way out there just to tell him something like that. He also didn't hug her back either, during the time when she thanked him after pain was defeated. Someone who would be overjoyed at their feelings being reciprocated would have probably returned the gesture, but he didn't. Plus, when she hugged him again during her so-called confession, he still didn't return it. It does not help that he thought about Sakura's feelings for Sasuke during her confession. Because, had he believed her, he would have responded positively, as I said before. He would have perhaps flashed back to some of the so-called NaruSaku moments they shared together. Until Kishimoto has Sakura confessing, and Naruto believing what she says, and not thinking that she's in self-denial while still loving Sasuke. And of course Naruto himself confessing that he loves her. Yes, he himself confessing that. NaruSaku will not be canon. It'll only be canon when that happens. It's not even half canon, and people still go on about it being half canon. It's only half canon when somebody confesses, and yes, once again, when somebody confesses genuinely. Naruto's crush will remain a crush until that happens. And also, people are saying that Sakura's expression in chapter 540 was one of sorrow. And that's true. Although there are many more people saying it's guilt. Yes, perhaps she feels guilty for loving Sasuke, but it's more that she's saddened by what he's become. So, that's why when people say that the panel shows indication of her realization that her feelings for Naruto are emerging, that's why it's wrong. Because there isn't any such realization. She's only thinking about Sasuke and she looks sad about it. So, this alleged realization that she's going through about her feelings for Naruto is non-existent. All that's just mere speculation, nothing more. How does any of this demonstrate that NaruSaku is closest to being canon, and that Sakura will choose Naruto and vice versa, not anyone else? Pray tell, because, as I said before, you need a solid confession that's indisputable. I mean, the fact that the main character did not believe a confession like that, there's something wrong there. He remained oblivious to Hinata's feelings until she confessed. That much is true. However, he could clearly see that Sakura was still in love with Sasuke even after all this time. So there's an inconsistency there. Someone who's dense, well, at least when it comes to people having feelings for him, seeing someone else's feelings, that says a lot. So you would have thought that he would have perhaps been extra alert for gestures or words from Sakura that could perhaps indicate that she feels the same way that he does about her. But he hasn't. Even when he's asked her out on dates in the past, he's never really taken it seriously. Because he knows that she doesn't feel the same for him. And that's one of the reasons why he refutes the claim that she loves him. There's also a lot of claims going about that NaruHina has very little chance compared to NaruSaku. But I disagree. Because even though he didn't reject her claim, he didn't believe it, you see? So that alone diminishes NaruSaku's chances in the future compared to NaruHina, because the look on his face when Hinata confessed was pure unadulterated shock. He didn't expect it, yes, but he didn't react in anger, did he? He believed what she said. Whereas with NaruSaku, yes, he was shocked, but he was angered and outraged, and disbelief was immensely evident. So, just by looking at those two scenes, it's clear that Naruto believes Hinata loves him rather than Sakura loving him. He believes Hinata more than he believes Sakura. You can go on all you like about how he wasn't in the right frame of mind when he heard Sakura's confession. Yes, he wasn't. But what makes you think that in the right frame of mind that he'll believe her? I bet that even on a normal day in Konoha, he wouldn't have believed her. Because, as I said before, it's been reinforced that he supports her feelings for Sasuke and knows how she feels. He's pushed aside his own feelings. It's suggested that by that fact anyway. He's pushed aside his own feelings to support his friends for his rival, and that's pretty awesome if you ask me. Besides, Hinata's confession was the first time Naruto had heard the words "I love you." I mean, that must have been amazing to hear for him, after being hated for most of his life, and then finding out that somebody had loved him all along. I don't deny that Naruto may still have a crush on Sakura, and I also don't deny that he hasn't shown any evidence of a crush for Hinata. But I personally think that there is potential for him to fall in love with Hinata. I digress though. NaruSaku has little to no chance actually. Sakura still loves Sasuke, and Naruto did not accept Sakura's confession, as I said before. That makes it likely in my eyes he will do so again, knowing her feelings for Sasuke, and given that he did not believe her "I love you" for a second, crush on her or not. Only when he knows for sure that Sasuke no longer has a place in her heart will he give her another chance. So he may confess to Sakura when Sasuke comes home. He may do, but I don't think he will. It's very unlikely, because I think he may have an inkling that Sakura knows about his feelings, so there'd be no point in confessing. So here are the facts. NaruHina is love on Hinata's part. There has been no response to the confession as of yet, because Naruto hasn't said if he loves her back. So that's why NaruHina is half canon. SasuSaku, same idea. Love on Sakura's side. Again, there's been no response to the confession at the moment, because Sasuke hasn't said if he loves her back or not. When it comes to NaruSaku, it's a crush on Naruto's side. Yes, that much is true. And there has been no confession on his part. Sakura's confession, however, wasn't believed or accepted. So Naruto does not think that she loves him. So whether or not she meant that she loved him, and whether or not she actually has feelings for Naruto, the fact remains is, he didn't accept what she said. And that's one of the elephants in the room when it comes to this pairing. So the conclusion is, NaruHina and SasuSaku are one-sided and half canon. However, NaruSaku is not half canon or one-sided, because Naruto hasn't confessed love yet, so his crush is still a crush until he does this. And of course, Sakura's confession wasn't taken as genuine by the recipient. Someone, I may add, who was oblivious to Hinata's feelings, yet was aware of Sakura's for Sasuke. When somebody who did not notice another's feelings for him can instantly tell that someone's feelings for him are not genuine, you know there's a problem. So what happened to NaruSaku being close to canon and having the biggest chance of becoming official then? And then, of course, you've got claims like Sakura definitely cares about Naruto more than Sasuke. Oh, really? Proof, please? Canon evidence that she cares for him romantically more than Sasuke? Oh, wait. There isn't any. All the so-called proof is speculation. Had Sai not told her about Naruto's crush, would she have ever confessed? I highly doubt it. Even Naruto wasn't expecting her to, and this implies that he may have been aware of the chance she did not feel the same. At the moment, Naruto doesn't like Hinata that way. Yes, that's true. But the ball is in his court right now. If he shows indisputably that he has feelings for Hinata, as in romantic feelings, and he does not intend to get together with Sakura, and also if Sakura finds her feelings returned by Sasuke, then NaruSaku will be finished.